ಫಲವೇನು ಬಾಲವಿಲ್ಲದನ್ನಕ್ಕ ನಾನಿದ್ದು ಫಲವೇನು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಜ್ಞಾನವಿಲ್ಲದನ್ನಕ್ಕ ಚನ್ನಮಲ್ಲಿಕಾರ್ಜುನ ಚನ್ನಮಲ್ಲಿಕಾರ್ಜುನ ಚನ್ನಮಲ್ಲಿಕಾರ್ಜುನ. Yeah, I request Honorable Arvindana to please be seated, and I request Bob and Lilizu who have come from Chinese community. Thanks for coming today. Please be seated. And I request Mr. Adil Shah. He is representing Muslim community. He is from New Zealand Muslim Association. And I also request Shushant Kadole, Jain community, is representing Jain community today. Thank you all of you for coming today. And now we are going to start the session. Today this session is called Anubhava Goshti, where we discuss about our faith, what do we feel about our faith, and this will be chaired by our Anna Arvindana. And again I would like to give some details about Arvindana, who is sitting next to you. He's, yeah, but they don't know, Anna. They don't know. Like he is from Bangalore, and he is doing services in Basva Samiti at Bangalore since 20 years, more than 20 years. He has done in translating the vachanas, the songs which I sang just now, like that there are thousands of songs. He has already done nearly 2,500 songs in 38 languages. Those are written by 173 Sharanas, the poets whom we call as Sharanas. So, including the Chinese. Yeah, see, that's what. You said he don't want me to explain about him, so he is explaining himself. So that's the thing, yeah, you know. Yeah. So that's why we chose him to discuss with you guys, because he has got a treasure of knowledge. So he will lead this session today, and I'll just hand over the mic to him now. Yep. I also request Mrs. Lina Kalburgi to Bunny madam. You should be here.
ನಾನು ತಿಳಿಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ. Good evening everyone. I thank you very much for joining this discussion, which is called as Anubhava Goshti. Anubhava means experience. Goshti means a discussion like this. Anubhava Goshti. We are going to discuss about your experience.
The parents pay a lot of the money, ask their son or daughter to learn how to play the piano, how to play the violin, how to play the tennis, and so on. So they contribute a lot to not only for their son or the daughter. After their son or daughter have children, the mother will do help for their grandson, grandmother, do a lot of things. This is Chinese culture for children. So, still, I came to New Zealand 30 years ago. Why you came to New Zealand? I think I have some reason. First reason, in that time, many people tell me New Zealand is very kindness. Also, New Zealand weather is good, not too hot, not too cold. The most important reason I go to New Zealand can get more money than China in that time. So I went to the New Zealand 30 years ago. Now I retired. I is chairperson of Central Auckland Chinese Association. Our association mostly is senior, it's older immigration. We have different activities in our association. For example, we have traditional Chinese Taiji, moved Taiji, and we have the fitness, we have the Chinese dancing. Still, we sit the English class because English is not our mother language. It's very hard for us to learn to watch the TV, to talk to our neighbor, because we have the limited English. Not like the Indian. I see a lot of the Indian gentlemen and the ladies, they can listen clearly, understand the what's the meaning, and also can express their idea. But for our Chinese, it's very hard to learn English, especially for the senior older person. So we sit at the English class. We still like the many Indian person come to my association to teach our member to learn English. I remember 10 years ago, maybe, I met the lady, now is not here. She came to my association, teach us the Indian dance. Dance, yeah, it's a lady, I forget her name. Her name. He teach the Indian dance from very beginning. So I think India is our China's neighbor. We are both is the biggest immigration country in New Zealand. The population, India and China, similar now. Maybe it's 1.4 billion population. It's similar. Yeah, it's similar. I think an Indian person is very smart because the Indian young person, they're dealing with some IT. The very smart person can do a lot of the computer program, but an Indian young person can do this well. Also, Indian's lady is a very beautiful lady. Why? Because I see many University of Miss World is the Indian lady. Okay. So in our Chinese ideas, Indian lady is a beautiful lady in the world. So I came to New Zealand many years. You say 33 years, but I'm sorry, I'm not used to Western food. I still like Chinese food. I don't know, because when I child, my parents asked me to eat some rice, not bread, and I not go to my daughter. He liked KFC, liked McDonald's, the food, but I still Chinese rice. This is my culture. So still, for the doctor, I still like the Chinese doctor, traditional Chinese doctor. They know I have some pain and sore, I don't eat medicine. The Chinese doctor say, I can acupuncture to you. To touch this one, it's mainly the bigger one, to touch this one. Then my pain and the sore disappear. So it's this is Chinese culture. I like Chinese culture. Of course, some disease I still eat Western tradition. So today I'm very happy. Gave me the chairperson and the lady gave me the chance to talk to them. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Lily, surname is Xu. So I'm a community health promoter working at TANI, the Asian network. Today I came here, I came from China and already been in New Zealand 20 years. Yeah. So today I came here just to support our chairperson. He already introduced a lot of Chinese culture and some Chinese some habits there. So I just supported Mr. Hu. Yeah. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Adil Basha. My name is Adil Basha. I'm a member of New Zealand Muslim Association. I work with Fall River Catchment Trust, Waitakere Ethnic Board. Community service is something that I truly believe in, giving back to the community and paying it forward. I'm here to talk about Islam today. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Maliki yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdina as-siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladina an'amta alayhim ghayril maghdubi alayhim waladdallin. Ameen. I'll just translate what I read in Arabic, in English. In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, most merciful. All praises for Allah, Lord of all worlds, Master of the day of judgment. You alone we worship and you alone we ask for help. Guide us along the straight path, the path of those you have blessed, not those who are displeased with or those who are astray. Now, this is one of the core verses in the Holy Quran. I just recited this. Is called Surah Fatiha, which is the first chapter of the Holy Quran that we recite over several times in a day in our prayers, and it is called the mother of all chapters in the Holy Quran. I would like to greet you all with Islamic greeting, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, which means peace be upon you all. It gives me immense joy and pleasure to be here on this occasion. And I thank all the committee members and the volunteers who have enabled this wonderful gathering of Basava Jayanti celebrations. Islam is an Arabic word which means submission and obedience. Submission is acceptance of Allah's command. Obedience means putting Allah's command into practice. Submission and obedience to Allah bring peace, which is why Islam means peace. The word Islam means peace. Person who accepts the Islamic way of life and acts upon it is a Muslim. A thorough idea of unity is established in Islam, and the Almighty in the Quran reminds people of the origin of humankind. As Mr. Arvind had mentioned, the unity of humanity's origin is the foundation of the equal opportunity regardless of language and culture. Al-Quran chapter 4 verse 1 says, O mankind, be dutiful to your Lord who created you from Adam and Eve. All people, no matter what religion or culture they follow, come from Adam and Eve. Because of this, nobody has the entitlement to demand superiority over anyone. This was further reinforced during Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him's last sermon, in which he mentioned all mankind is from Adam and Eve. An Arab has no superiority over non-Arab, nor a non-Arab has any superiority over an Arab. Also, a white has no superiority over a black, nor a black has any superiority over a white, except by piety and good actions. Islam has 5 basic principles which Muslims must do. They are the 5 pillars of Islam. The 5 pillars are the Shahada, which is the declaration of faith. It's Salah, 5 compulsory daily prayers. A Zakah, which is the welfare contribution. A Hajj, pilgrimage to Makkah. And Saum, fasting during Ramadan, which is what we are going through right now. Expanding on Shahada, which is the first point I mentioned, is the first pillar. It is said that as follows: La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. There are 2 aspects to the statement. One is a negative and the other one is a positive. La ilaha, there is no God, ilaha, but Allah. Muhammad Rasulullah, Muhammad is the last and final messenger. The other 4 pillars are the main duties in Islam called ibadah, i.e. worship. Ibadah includes any activity which is done to gain Allah's pleasure and favor. The Salah, Zakah, Saum and Hajj, the 4 pillars, apart from Shahada, the other are the forms of worship that we do. It's Ramadan now, therefore I thought it would be appropriate to talk about that pillar of fasting. Fasting, the 4th pillar of Islam, is another act of worship. All adults must fast from dawn to sunset every day of Ramadan, which is the 9th month of the Islamic lunar calendar. This means abstaining from eating, drinking, and conjugal relations during the hours of fasting. Travelers and the sick can defer fasting during Ramadan and make up for it later. Pregnant, suckling, and menstruating women are exempted. Fasting develops self-control and helps us to overcome selfishness, greed, laziness, other faults, which we feel the pangs of hunger. We begin to appreciate what it must be like for the poor and less fortunate. It teaches us to go beyond the realm of self-control. Increased prayers are performed and charities given to the poor and organizations that help the poor, and it helps to be more generous, and it promotes to be more generous. Ramadan is the month when Quran was revealed to the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. The Holy Quran is recited widely by Muslims during this month. The significance of charity is explained by the Almighty in the Quran through a parable in chapter 2, verse 261. Those who spend their wealth in the cause of Allah is that of a grain that sprouts into 7 years, like a corn tree, like plantation, each bearing 100 grains, and Allah multiplies the reward even more to whoever He wills. For Allah is all bountiful and all-knowing. Therefore, charity is embedded as one of the pillars in Islam for a Muslim. Fasting is a time of self-reflection, compassion, empathy, mercy, and patience. One remarkable incident in Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him's life, encapsulates the above values and character. A neighbor of the Prophet tried to irritate him by throwing garbage in his path every day. One day when he walked out of his home, there was no garbage. This made the Prophet inquire about the old woman, knowing she was sick. The Prophet went to visit her and offered assistance that she might need. The old woman was extremely humbled and at the same time ashamed of her actions in light of the concern that the Prophet showed her. Now, these are the teachings. One thing Mr. Arvind had mentioned, it very much comes to the fore, the fact that we are all from the same pair. We all come from the same family. We might be following different paths, but the source is one eventually. And I've just read Basava Anna's teaching as well. It's amazing. It's quite universal in the way it touches a lot of those points which I had gone through. Being showing humbleness, being showing humility and being accepting all other differences as well, but coming together for a common purpose. And that's something that really touched me in his teachings. And again, I thank you for the opportunity and wish your organization all the very best. And may Basavanna's teachings to treat all humans equal, irrespective of their caste, religion, and creed, live long. Thank you.